Hello ladies and gentlemen, SeKo Caffeine Craft giving you another Terran versus Zerg. But this time I'm playing the Terran. We've got Tom Dude at the bottom right as the blue Zerg, and I've got top left Omniscient as the red Terran. Speed it up a little bit. Having some coffee and I'm watching some MLG. I'm watching Flash taking on Parting right now in the background. Flash is up 2-1 and is kicking some butt. So I'm excited to see him go off even further. He can win this whole thing. You wait and see. I'm a hipster about Flash. I thought he was cool before he was cool. Anyways, going for my standard, I'm really experimenting with my widowmines still. I'm going to be going for the same Reaper opening for Scout, moving into Reactored Factory Starport with an expansion. We'll see what this guy's up to. Very delayed scouts. I think he just wants to keep them at the front to see if anything else cheesy is happening, but it's pretty early. You must get your scouts out. Units tab. Excuse me. Tied at workers right now, essentially. He's got a spawning pool first on 12. No, that was a 14 pool. That was perfectly fine. And he's moving into a queen and more drones. So this guy actually seems to be on track with a fairly standard Zerg opening. A little bit the safe version of it, which I agree with against Terran. Moving into my orbital command. First Reaper coming out. Factory going down. So everything is looking great at this point. Reaper along the way. Let's see if this guy goes for an early expand. It doesn't look so. He's getting out lings first and more economy. Let's slow down a little bit. Which I'm okay with. I mean, he's going for double gas though really quick. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to see that. See the gas. See the gas. I see no expansion. He pulls all of his drones, and as a Terran, you love to see that stuff happen. That means all he's doing is wasting tons of time trying to hunt your stuff down. Pulling his queen off of creep, where he should be injecting right now, so I'm helping screw things up quite a bit. And I'm just going to park him over here on the side right now and check for an expansion behind this. More marines, because I don't see an expansion. So I'm well on my way right now with my tech choice. He's moving into a fast roach warren, so it looks like he's going to go and hit for some roach pressure, which this is a very classic SeKo Starcraft move, but I usually like to take the expansion for the extra larva, pump out 7 or 8 roaches, and go for that damage. These guys lings over in the position where I exited from, which is smart. It'd be nice to maybe split these up though. Put a few at the bottom, a few at the top, because the Reapers can't get up here, just to be able to take care of that. I did make a boo-boo. I made a tech lab instead of my reactor. And I noticed that as soon as I'm ready to set the stuff down, I'm like, wait a second. That was supposed to be a reactor to pump out. Well, I'll build a reactor now, and I'll build a banshee. So this is a little bit of a deviation from my general widowmine build, but you gotta improvise when you screw up like that. Units-wise, the guy's at 16 workers to my 20 with the mule, so his economy is quite a ways behind. Bring up our names. Supply-wise, though, he's taking the lead, because he's making a big pile of roaches. I do see this, obviously. I saw the roaches, I saw the big ling numbers, so I'm running this guy home. He did what he needed to. I got the scouting I needed to. That's so important. So once again, I'm going to go reinforce the front, as I did a couple of games back against the Zerg who did this. And that also allows me to get more marine production up if I need to. But I do know that I have this banshee out. I'm not going to invest in cloak. It's not worth it. But this banshee is what's really going to protect me against all this stuff. So now I'm starting to build my widowmines, trying to get enough supply depots up to not be supply blocked. And this guy gets intercepted along the way. He does have speed for his lings, but I do have my banshee out, which is fantastic. That's going to deflect all the pressure. I mean, he could do some damage at the front, but he would not be able to kill me. So now moving into my drops, getting more widowmines. Where's my banshee? There's my banshee. Behind this, he's making 4 spore crawlers. That's way too much. Probably 1 by each gas would be great. That gives you plenty of vision for your queen to be able to hit it. I'd make a second queen and maybe 2 spores. I believe I did scan this.
Ready for dust off.
No, I didn't. Anyways, I've got this guy hanging out the front. All I'm going to do is worry about a contain. Oh, did I go for cloak? I did go for cloak. Man, I'm scrubby. I do scan and I see all the spore crawlers. Do I cancel that? I should cancel that. If you see that stuff, cloak's totally not worth it. I mean, you might as well not even bother. I do have my medevac moving out with my widowmines. I may take a couple of pot shots and some lings. I saw that all these guys were here. Not only does that mean he could shoot down my medevac, but it also means that he's got vision of my mines. So I have no reason to drop those in his main base. He's going to move up to see if he can pressure the front. Obviously not. I got my expansion going down. I've got these things at the front. Now I've got my hellions on the way. And I'm going to move back into mech again. I've got my widowmines up here. I'm not paying attention to these because I'm macroing behind this. Units wise, he's trying to catch up on workers. I've got 26 on one base, which isn't bad. Now I'm starting to burrow these guys all in one spot. I don't want to do this in case he goes for a banelings or something like that. Which, no, he's morphing an overseer. See, that cloak is a total waste. Complete waste. I believe I do save this banshee for later though, so you know, it's always going to be useful at some point. There's no reason to throw away this banshee on trying to take stuff out. Right? It's always going to be useful. He's moving into a hydralisk den behind this to try and take care of things at the front. 3 widow mines. I'm moving out my barracks to try to make a wall, and I'm going to go take my expansion and focus on getting up my economy to a good level because I know he still hasn't expanded. So I'm going to try and take that advantage right now. What's this? Hydralisk movement speed? Yes. And he's getting some hydras. I'm going to be going into a engineering bay. That's just in case he does go for a 1-base muta. I know he hasn't done that yet. Now moving into heavy mech play and my blue flame hellions. I scout. I see the hydras. I don't see any spire, so I feel nice and safe. I run away my banshee in time so I don't lose that. Remember, it's always going to be useful. Lots of DPS. Nice wall off at the front. Starting to pump out a lot of hellions. The problem with me is how often I get supply blocked when I'm playing as Terran. Okay, so he just lost all of his hydralisks. He did take out one. No, he didn't take out any widow mines. His guys are too far away. What are you doing? No. He better not. I can see all this, right? But I'm macroing behind this. I'm building more SCVs, 2 tanks and 2 hellions at a time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cancels his base. I don't necessarily see why, but I do know that he canceled that. So yeah. I've got a pretty good army happening behind this. Starting to get up my economy a bit better. Still producing 2 SCVs at a time. I'm keeping my spending low. Oh, he did get a changeling in there. Good on him. But I'm also building off of 3. I can afford to do 3 factories at a time, essentially. I do need to get more gas. It's one of my limiting factors. But now I've got enough army that I should be pushing out here really soon. Did he take these out yet? No, he still hasn't. What are my kills on these things right now? 8 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. What is he doing behind this? He's making another overseer and more attacking units. Units wise, 21 drones to 34 SCVs and 2 mules. Making my armories for upgrades. Making more supply depots because I love getting supply blocked. But now I think I have enough army. Gonna get everything together. All my marines, all my tanks, blue flame hellions, and a banshee with cloak. Gather that all up. Behind this, still producing SCVs. I scout again to see what's going on. Obviously, I can tell. He did finally take out my mines there. But they did a really good job. They controlled this entire space for so long. Now, if we look at his ability, I mean, his economy is terrible. He's on 1 base. As a Zerg, your production's just too low. Into more hydralisks. No upgrades. I don't know if I have any upgrades. No, but I do have blue flame. I scan up the front to see what's going on. I like playing things safe as Terran. It's easy to, as mech, to let your opponent get back into things again. Siege blasts. And he leaves the game. Another good use of widow mines, controlling space. The banshee was a great threat, but always be reactionary as to what you see it's going on. You know, I played maybe a little bit too defensive once again, but putting up those extra barracks at the front allows you to move out and put a nice wall up at the front again. Keep rallying behind your wall. It just keeps you safe from like Zergling run-bys and junk that will let somebody get back into the game. Hope you guys learned something from that, and we'll see you guys later.